Welcome to the new video. Old crypto coins, a Kennedy half dollar, has long fascinated collectors across the globe, but few know the intricacies that make certain years more desirable than others. Among these, the 1972 Kennedy half dollar stands out not only for its design and historical significance, but for one extraordinary variety that has fetched staggering sums at auction. Today, we delve deep into the details surrounding the most expensive 1972 Kennedy half-dollar coin ever sold in the United States. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar came nearly a decade after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination in 1963. Following his death, a wave of public mourning and patriotic sentiment led to the immediate creation of a coin in his honor. In record time, the U.S. Mint transitioned from the Franklin half-dollar to the Kennedy half-dollar, which debuted in early 1964. The series has since become a staple of American coinage, with collectors watching each year's release closely for unique varieties and minting anomalies. By 1972, the Kennedy half-dollar was in its 8th year of production. However, public interest in using the coin for daily transactions had declined significantly. Most people hoarded these coins, especially the earlier silver versions, rather than spending them. As a result, although millions were minted each year, only a small number remained in high-grade, uncirculated condition. This has contributed to the rarity of pristine examples from this period. The key factor that elevates a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar to the realm of extraordinary value is not simply its age or mintage figure, but rather the presence of specific errors, varieties, or exceptionally high grades as determined by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Among the 1972 issues, one particular variety, known as the no FG variety, stands out as especially valuable. FG refers to Frank Gasparro, the coin's reverse designer, whose initials typically appear between the eagle's tail feathers and leg. On rare 1972 coins, these initials are completely missing. The 1972 no FG variety is a result of die polishing during the minting process. When the dies, the engraved metal pieces used to strike the coins, were polished to extend their usability, it sometimes resulted in the inadvertent removal of small design details. In this case, Gasparro's initials were completely effaced. While minor at first glance, this error significantly increases a coin's value due to its rarity. Collectors seeking a 1972 no FG Kennedy half-dollar often find it difficult to obtain one in high condition. Most of these coins entered circulation, meaning they bear the marks, scratches, and were typical of everyday use. That's why examples found in pristine condition, known in the grading world as mint state MS, command premium prices. A 1972 no FG Kennedy half-dollar in MS67 or higher is exceptionally rare, making it a centerpiece for advanced collections. In 2022, a certified 1972 Kennedy half-dollar no FG variety in exceptional condition sold at auction for over $2,800, a jaw-dropping figure for a coin with an original face value of just 50 cents. It's important to note that this sale occurred in a public venue, with documented bidding and certification from a respected grading service, further solidifying its authenticity and market value. This was no ordinary coin. Its luster, strike, and complete lack of Gasparro's initials combined to create a truly rare collectible. This sale prompted many collectors to re-examine their own 1972 Kennedy half-dollars. The key to finding a no FG variety lies in close visual inspection. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe is often necessary to see where the initials should be. The area below the eagle's right leg, the leg on your left when looking at the coin, typically contains the FG initials. If you find a coin where they are clearly missing and no signs of damage or tampering are present, you might have a valuable variety on your hands. Beyond the no FG variety, other factors can also elevate the value of a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. Coins struck at the San Francisco Mint, bearing the S Mint mark, in proof format often showcase superior detail and mirror-like finishes. While these are more common in coin sets and unlikely to feature the no FG error, exceptionally high-grade proof coins can still bring impressive prices, particularly if they are in a perfect grade of PR70 from professional grading companies. To truly understand the allure of this coin, one must consider both its historical context and the fascination surrounding error coins. The United States Mint produces billions of coins annually, and maintaining perfection at such a scale is nearly impossible. This is where anomalies, like the 1972 NoFG, gain their appeal. They are physical representations of human oversight, mechanical processes, and chance all converging in a way that gives rise to tangible rarity. Collectors who specialize in Kennedy half dollars often develop a deep appreciation for nuances that others might miss. The size of the coin, its balanced design, and the story of its creation contribute to its enduring popularity. For many, discovering a rare variety such as a NoFG brings a thrill of treasure hunting into their daily life. With a bit of knowledge and some luck, even a simple roll of half dollars from the bank could yield a small fortune. One factor that often influences the price of rare coins is their certification and encapsulation by a professional grading service. Organizations like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, assign grades based on a coin's physical condition, from circulated to gem mint. For coins like the 1972 NoFG Kennedy half dollar, these grades can mean the difference between a $100 coin and one worth several thousand. It's not just rarity, it's condition combined with rarity. It's worth mentioning that the NoFG variety also exists in other years, notably 1966 and 1982, but the 1972 version is considered scarcer in high grades. Enthusiasts searching for this specific variety often keep meticulous records, comparing die states, checking for doubling, and analyzing strike quality. This attention to detail separates the casual collector from the serious numismatist, and that's where the real value emerges. Interestingly, the mystique surrounding the 1972 Kennedy half dollar isn't confined solely to the NoFG variety. Certain coins from this year have exhibited signs of double die obverse DDOs, where the design appears to be slightly double due to a misalignment during the minting process. Although less prominent in 1972 than in other years, these varieties still attract a premium among collectors and further elevate the intrigue surrounding this coin. Another important consideration for collectors is provenance, the ownership history of a particular coin. Coins with documented histories, especially those featured in prominent auctions or once part of legendary collections, often command higher prices. This aspect adds another layer of interest to the 1972 Kennedy half dollar, especially if you're able to trace its journey from a mint to your collection. As prices for precious metals fluctuate, coin collecting remains a blend of artistic appreciation and speculative investment. While the 1972 Kennedy half dollar contains no silver, unlike the 40% silver coins issued between 1965 and 1970, its value is derived almost entirely from its numismatic significance. This makes it an